Hey y'all, here I am, still in my living room, still with my bandana on. I'm going to talk about the first independent project. Again, I'm posting this assignment a week early. I'm doing that so that people who really like to make art can get a head start on it. Um, I think there's at least one person who will take me up on this. I hope that more will because I would really love to see your art, your real art, like some art that you really cared about. But if you are in a situation that does not allow you to spend more than the 45 minutes required here, I totally understand. Just make something quick, send it to me so that I can give you credit for it, please. Um, but I'll talk about this in more depth for those people who want to spend more time on it, who like to make art, who find it enjoyable. I will say that if you do choose to put more time into this independent project for your own personal fulfillment and enjoyment, it might not actually be enjoyable the whole time. I wrote some things down, some things that I've seen in the past. Often, it's very hard to come up with an idea. It can be really unenjoyable to have artist block, to have to make work of art and just not know what to make. Um, in that situation, I hope you'll just go with something and let it unfold how it does. The next thing that sometimes is really not an enjoyable part of the art making process is when you start to make the thing that you thought of and you look at it and you're like, this looks horrible. I hate it. It looks bad. So at the beginning stages there, I do want to say that often art looks bad simply because it's not finished yet. My own paintings, my favorite paintings that I've made, the ones that I really feel genuinely proud of now, definitely went through parts when they looked bad. Sometimes you have to keep going. Art making can really be a problem solving process, and you have to push through that to some extent. Um, it's a very typical part of the creative process to sort of get going on something, be enjoying it, and then get to a point where you hate it. Um, you think you can't fix it. You really would like to give up. I want to say, please don't give up. Try to finish work of art. That's something that I recently have decided I need to do more of, even with just little drawings or sketches, is just challenging yourself to getting it to a finished state, engaging fully in that problem solving. So I do just want to say that those experiences are normal. And if you're having them, you actually are probably doing it right. So the true challenge in making a great work of art is the challenge of thinking about many aims at once. To make a great work of art, one must remain in control of the selected medium, skillfully applying knowledge of traditional techniques while remaining open to happy accidents. One must also keep the overall composition of the artwork in mind, revising as necessary to ensure that all the principles of design are being used effectively. And you must continually try to understand whether the artistic choices being made are effectively communicating the intended meaning and or feeling of the artwork to your viewers. It's not easy. It's not easy to do all of those things at once. Making good art is not easy. So there are a bunch of goals for this assignment. They really are about creativity, engaging in the creative process. I'm not going to read them here, but you can look at them in the assignment. So the directions are these. Select a topic and a medium. So you get to decide what to make, you decide what to make it with. Create a work of art that says something important to you. This does not have to be a deep political message. You can say what's important to you by making a portrait of your dog, or lots of other ways. Um, and as far as medium goes, I would like to encourage you to explore the possibility of collage. Many people really don't find drawing that enjoyable and don't have very many art materials available to them. So I think collage could be a great option for people at this time. If you do a collage, consider putting down a background before you start putting images. Also consider making some kind of hidden in some way or another. You might take an idea for your sketches, from your sketches, your mind map, your bliss list, and previous assignment, or anywhere else you find inspiration. You, as I said, can use any medium or combination of media, any materials whatsoever. Um, the one really hard rule is that no unchanged copyrighted images are allowed. You cannot just copy somebody else's art and pretend that it's your art. You cannot just copy a drawing of SpongeBob and present it as your own because there is an artist who created SpongeBob and that is his art. You can't pretend it's yours. Could you make a related character inspired by SpongeBob? It's like his cousin named Susie Triangle Skirt. Just made that up. Yes, you could do that, but you can't present someone else's art as your own work. As you work, you should strive to engage in all of the studio habits of mind. Developing craft through, did I just say this already? No, I didn't. Sorry. Through your attention and your handling of the selected medium and media, thinking about the things that you learned in those demo videos, persisting through problems, envisioning next steps, expressing your intended theme through your selection of the use of the art elements and the principles of design, observing your work and references carefully, reflecting as you work, stretching and exploring by performing side experiments and being open to happy accidents. Sometimes when things don't go as you planned, they actually turn out better. Also, sometimes when you're not sure what to do, you can do a little experiment on a different piece of paper to find some things out. And seeking to understand how others may perceive your work by talking with peers and investigating how those who came before you have expressed similar concepts. So, looking at art history, talking to friends, even sending photos, texting photos to friends and asking them what you should do with this part, or possibly showing it to your family and asking them how you should resolve issues that come up, or whether they are understand what they think your artwork is about. Test it and see if they get it. Your independent project will need to be an original artwork, not a copy of someone else's, as I've said. Copying art made by someone else and presenting it as your own is copyright infringement and academic dishonesty. Please know that you can always reach out to me if these options don't meet your needs, or if you have challenges meeting the requirements here, or if you just have a different idea of how to do it, although in this case, it's pretty open-ended. For credit, take a high-quality photo of your work. Please make sure it's evenly lit, in focus, and cropped so that I can only see the artwork in the photograph. Attach it directly to this assignment. I think that's all I've got to say. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather, and I hope to see you soon.